It's about to be a party up in here! 行くぜ、可愛い子ちゃん。Round 1 Ready? Go! Go! ほら、正解はガンゲリ正解はガンゲリNo! なんてね大冒険まだいいかWon't give up that easy. See you next time. Ready? Round 2. Ready? Go! No! 残念逃がさない逃がさないほら残念逃がさない置いてる逃がさない残念 No! 置いてない逃がさない KO! Is this fight already over? Thank you. 目標を確認 Round 3 Ready? Go! ぬるい Showtime! キュン甘いなほら KO! Will we see a comeback? 任務完了Ready? Go! Player 2's anchor is pulling their weight! 邪魔をするなさて、イメージ通りに動けよ俺 Final round! Ready? Go! おっとよっまだだよっとWhat a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble! Winner! 熱くなれねえなこんな戦いじゃ